So it turns out that Lilith is late because she's making a meatloaf.
Yes.
I mean, I don't really blame Lilith. I mean, that's infinitely more interesting than a TV show, so meatloaf sounds tasty.
Thank you. I'm glad you understand. Meatloaf is great.
It takes priority.
I thought it would be done earlier, but I guess the slab of meat I was working with today was bigger than the one I was working with last time, so...
I gotta be honest, I've never actually cooked a meatloaf before.
Oh, it's super easy.
Oh, yeah?
You just cut it up, season it a bunch, put it on a metal plate, and put it in an oven.
Do you stuff it with veggies? Do you put, like...
No.
No? When I make homemade burgers, what I'll do is I'll stuff the meat with garlic, with onions, and with chopped kale.
Oh, you could do that. You can do that, definitely. Lots of people like to rub garlic into it. If I had garlic, I would have done that, but I didn't, so I just used garlic salt today.
Right.
What you should be doing is you should be baking in egg and cheese.
Oh, I've heard a lot about putting eggs in instead of breadcrumbs.
I did add a little bit of cheese on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the egg is an interesting solution to bread, or alternative.
So what do you do with the egg?
Basically, when you have you take the meatloaf first, and instead of making it into the loaf, you have all the ground meat out in like a long platter kind of thing. Then you take the egg, you beat it up a little bit so it's nice and yellow and consistent, kind of like you're making omelet, and then you just pour that on the center, and then you roll the meatloaf over it, and then you pack it in on both sides, so it's kind of in the center of the meatloaf, and then you roast as usual.
Nice.
Okay.
Now you do need to cut into it to make sure that it's cooked on the inside, because if it isn't cooked through, you're gonna have raw egg inside of your meat, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe like Sunnyside D.
But it is actually quite delicious, and if you cool it down, it's eatable as almost just like spread. You slice off a thin piece, put it on bread, and eat.
So we're back together again to watch The Last of Us. You know, when we were watching The Rings of Power, it was, even though it was really, really bad, it was kind of like a momentous occasion, you know, because Lord of the Rings was a much bigger property than The Last of Us, and Rings of Power was a much bigger shit show than this show was turning out to be. I don't know how I feel about watching a good show on my channel, or at least like a passing show on my channel, you know?
Better stop then. Gotta switch to Velma.
All right. That's what we'll do.
Time to hate watch.
It could be better, because that's the thing. Like, this is a passing show, but it's no Spartacus, it's no Rome.
It's no the first few seasons of Game of Thrones, you know?
Game of Thrones, sub-tier to Rome.
And man, you know what? Speaking of just passable shows, I watched season 3, episode 1 of Picard, and I was surprised that it was mediocre, because Picard has been the worst show I've ever seen in my fucking life for 2 seasons. And it's bumped up massively to just being normal bad.
I tried to get into the Trek of the Stars, and I did so by trying to watch Picard. So like, yeah, I'll get in on the ground floor of this. Let's see what everybody's talking about. I watched the first episode, and I was like, well, Colin was wrong again. This is shit.
Hold on. Your first episode of Star Trek...
That's probably not the best place to start.
Your first episode of Star Trek... Your first episode of Star Trek was the worst show of all time?
Actually, to be fair, my first proper Star Trek that I watched was STD, which I kind of enjoyed because it was just a stupid action show.
Oh, God damn it. Go back and watch the good stuff. Go back and watch TNG and DS9.
He doesn't like it. He did try to give DS9 a swing, which I'll give him credit for that. But sadly, it didn't stick with him, which breaks my heart.
So, when I started dating Naomi's a Zoomer. She's younger than me, so I'm a millennial. And she hadn't ever seen anything about Star Trek before.
Age gap. That makes you a pedophile.
I'm gonna get canceled for the age gap, yeah. But I
get canceled by all the TikTok Zoomers stuff.
So I sat down with her and I'm like, listen, Naomi, we're watching every single piece of Star Trek in order of release, and we went through the whole thing. We went through, we did like the original series from like 1967 or whatever. We did the animated series, we did the movies, we did TNG, DS9, Voyager. We did all of it. And she became a Star Trek hyper fan just in time to be let down by all the new Trek.
That's tragic, but that's actually kind of where I'm at with that too, because I didn't.
What's her favorite character?
Her favorite character?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus,
that's gonna be a hard one too.
Actually, I don't know what her favorite character would. Naomi, what is your favorite Star Trek character of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Can't pick just one.
Come on, pick one.
Yeah, see, that's a hard question.
Yeah, I knew it would be.
One of the entire franchise. Oof.
I don't know. Odo's pretty close. I mean,
Odo?
yeah, I like Odo.
Good pick.
I can't pick one.
Can you do like one for each show? Like original series?
Original series is Spock.
Yes, of course.
And then TNG is well, obviously Picard.
He was ruined by Picard.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're not talking about Picard. We're talking about the character Picard in TNG where he was good. Okay?
Well, to be fair, Picard also ruined Data, so you can't even fall back on that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So,
Odo and DS9, obviously.
DS9 was, yeah, Odo for DS9.
Voyager.
Then Voyager, probably 7 of 9, realistically.
Is that just because she's
Normie.
hot?
No. I like her character arc.
Oh yeah, she has lots of arcs going all over her body, I know. I could tell based on your face that's what you were thinking of too.
No, it wasn't.
Alright, thanks Naomi.
You're abandoned.
Dev.
Yes.
It's EMH. The EMH Doctor is the best character in Voyager. Not 7 of 9. You have to break up.
Actually, the EMH is actually an interesting character. Yeah, the Doctor.
He's a great actor, and he's an opera singer too.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember right.
There's one final thing I must confirm. Okay.
What's up?
Naomi. Okay, your Enterprise character was T'Pol, right?
Oh fuck the Enterprise.
Yeah, it's because of the curves. I know. Thank you. All right.
Enterprise doesn't count. It's been a long time. I hate that intro.
I think we've sexually shamed Naomi enough for liking hot TV women. Should we? should we watch the zombie show now?
I mean, I guess we can.
I think it's time.
We can commence.
Oh, I put mushrooms sometimes in my burgers too. Just chop them up and like little tiny mushroom chops, little pieces, and put them in the burgers. Yeah.
What did I do? Give me the gun.
Oh shit! I gotta turn on subtitles.
Give me the gun.
Oops.
By a black person. Leading cause
Wow.
of death in America.
Black person as Arch celebrates.
That is very arch.
Ah, home. Actually, it's a bit too flat to be home.
You know what I just realized? They're
Great
not
things.
doing. They're not doing the 4 seasons thing that Last of Us did. Do you remember that, Lilith and Kibbs?
Oh yeah, they went through the seasons.
Yeah, they divided the game into quarters based in the season.
Motherfucker
But
is
it's one that
hunting
just
rabbits
seems
with a
like-
bow. That's impressive.
For this one, it
Also-
just seems like it's the most things one continues.
Mhm.
things.
Oh, this is gonna be 9 episodes, right? Miniseries?
9 or 10?
Oh my god.
Wow, you've lived through the apocalypse well, honey.
Not bad.
You're a fat shaming.
You must be a very good hunter.
Who the hell are
It's
you?
all of
Just
them.
someone passing through. Take the gun out, 2 fingers only. Put it out of reach. Why did you shoot him?
The gun's all the way over there. He didn't hurt me, by the way.
Yeah, I got it.
He's got a girl with him.
Can I come down?
No. Ellie. Oh, wow. What did I just say?
Joe, come on, there's like 1,000.
Who's this little psycho? Never mind her. I
I
need you to tell us where we are. If you got a map, why you lost?
Must have missed all the street signs in the enormous fucking forest.
Holy.
I like how they're just
We're
laughing
somewhere
at
here. Exactly where? And your answer better be the same as your wife's.
You telling the truth?
Yeah?
Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah?
What about the fireflies?
We get those in the summer.
Not the bugs, the people.
There are firefly people?
Fucking god.
You got any advice on the best way?
You know-
They sold a couple out of the best characters so far.
Go
So,
east.
having
like
had
it.
a bunch of experience with like
Never go
native
past
people
the
living
river
on
here.
reservations in Canada, they are exactly like
Ever.
this.
What's
Like,
past the
don't
river?
give a fuck, just
Death.
relaxing, chilling
We
out.
never see.
Put that back.
I don't know anything. Never
You're
heard of the
stealing a rabbit.
fireflies. Joel? Joel? Joel, are you okay? Joel?
Shut up.
Holy shit, are you dying?
I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm fine.
No, but are you? Because just a reminder that if you're dead, I'm fucked.
Set up fine.
Okay.
Just the cold air. All of a sudden.
think this is new.
So let's go and find Tommy and the fireflies.
I don't recall Joel having an
It's gonna
old
be
man
easy.
sickness.
Yeah, I've been hearing something that they hinted at in the beginning episode. That's new information or made up information, whatever you want to call it.
If they're smart, they'll kill his ass via natural causes instead of the way he went in that other game.
Ah, the unceremonious death by fucking golf club.
Fuck.
And then they try to get you to sympathize with the character that killed him.
Don't
Yep.
start.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't
Nobody
work out
liked
so
that very
It's
much.
close to dark.
Nope.
No, nobody did.
There's some caves along the river. We'll set up camp there, cross in the morning.
Yeah, it's a better way for him
We
to
can get
go,
our own
honestly.
rabbits. Just keep moving.
One can be so lucky.
That rabbit is so fucking fake, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think it's too big to be like a.
Well, the eyes
No,
are
the
also
size
weird.
isn't necessarily wrong. What gives it away is that thing is still flopping. It's been dead for hours. It should be stiff as a board.
Can I have some?
No.
What? Just to warm up? Come on.
Fun scientific fact. Alcohol does not actually make you warmer.
Nope. Just makes you numb.
Cough, cough, cough.
So gross.
You know, I'm a
So what do you
grown
think?
man at this point. I still don't like the taste
Let's
of
say
hard
we find
liquor.
the fireflies.
I
it
don't
all
think
works.
anybody does.
They
So
draw
it's
my
fucking
blood
awful.
and put it through some.
I would raise sheep. They're quiet. Do what they're told.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, no. Not in the
So,
slightest.
They're
You and a bunch of
snarky as
sheep.
fuck.
Yeah, haven't been around
Okay.
sheep. They're not quiet. Nor do they do what they're told.
They're disobedient little shits.
And what about you? Where are you gonna go?
He's gonna be a sheep fucker.
Look at all that meat left on that poor rabbit.
Yeah, it's just grilling there.
They couldn't have been very hungry, I guess.
Yeah.
Been doing pretty well for the journey, I guess.
I'll finish in the morning.
What can I say, man? I'm a natural.
What amazes me is that's a grown woman and that rifle still looks like it'll bowl her over if she fired it.
Yeah. She, you know, what? She looks like a grown woman the same way that Greta Thunberg now looks like a
Wake me
grown
up
woman.
next time.
Like I know she's 18. But,
Thunberg.
yeah, well
Sure.
she's 18, but she's tiny as fuck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Some
her
ladies
parents
are.
specifically dress and groom her to look like a fucking 10-year-old.
So when you say groom in the context of Greta Thunberg, it just sounds bad.
Well, I mean it in both contexts in this case.
Oh no.
Hello, people.
Fine.
Ah, yes, fire your gun and then wait for about 5 seconds, then walk out of cover.
That's pretty smart.
I'm sure anyone watching would have given up after the first 3.
Actually, Arch, it's not just her parents. Did you see that? Oh, there was some. I think they were rightoids because they were coming at it from an anti-environmentalist perspective, but they were talking about how now that Greta Thunberg is 18, she should start an OnlyFans. I'm like, Jesus, guys, calm the fuck
Fucking
down with
wrong
that.
them.
What? I mean,
Considering
yeah.
how she's been raised, question of time, I think. I just imagine a chick that has been repressed that hard by her parents and controlled that hard for this long. Oh, there's gonna be some behavior there.
Oh, like going off to a party
I'm learning
at
how to
university or
whistle.
something?
You don't know how to whistle?
Does it sound like I know how to whistle?
No.
Seriously though, how the fuck do you do that?
Talent.
Whatever. You should teach me how to hunt.
That's such a wise ass that
She's a girl,
answer.
she can't handle
Mhm.
it.
The dialogue is genuinely actually pretty good. Their interactions.
Yeah, they're getting there for sure.
Damn.
Correct.
You're no Will Livingston.
Yeah, but who is? So that made electricity?
Yeah. Don't ask me. I don't have a clue.
I mean, theoretically, it still
Just make
should.
something
Hydroelectric dam doesn't require a lot of maintenance, but
Oh no.
oh look,
Yeah.
another group of outlaws with a female leader.
How about we just talk this through?
How about you shut the fuck up?
Okay. Easy.
They do say women are the future.
They were apparently correct.
Last chance for a bullet. If you're infected, he will smell it and he will rip you up.
Oh shit.
Now her.
Oh.
That's lucky.
What's your name?
There's the leader, like Barge called.
Joel.
Dang.
Oh, obviously.
I guess the smart thing is to build your new town somewhere else, since all the old ones are too infected.
Oh yeah, away from civilization.
Rather than doing QZs, like Fedra did.
Yeah, then you scatter a fake powder of snow on it, which is just white sand. And voila! Home! I hate how all of these shows snow. I hate video game snow. Nobody gets snow right.
Yeah. You know, my front yard currently has like 10 feet of snow in it. You gotta learn how to do snow, guys.
Tommy! What the fuck you doing here? I came here to save you.
Are these the good guys? Oh, there go the electricity. That's nice.
Oh, they took the look of this place from the second game.
There's more if you need it.
Unfortunately.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, this
Been a
is
while
the
since
second
we've had a
game
proper
settlement
meal.
where they settled
Actually, I don't
down.
think I've ever had a
Yeah.
proper meal. This is fucking amazing.
Sorry. Ellie, let's mind our manners.
What?
What's wrong with you?
What about her manners?
She was just curious. Kids around here don't usually look or talk like you.
Oh.
Right. Well, maybe I'll teach you.
Kebs, did you recognize?
Now,
Was
when
that the
we've
Jewish
done
lady?
They also are
Lilith?
armed.
You know what?
That looks like her
maybe y'all got a
girlfriend
little
in the
off the
second
wrong foot.
game.
She's gonna have her guys
Oh,
kill us.
We gotta be real
cringe.
careful about who we let in
I hate
this
this show
place.
now.
But it's all bark. We're just trying to scare
They're
off
bringing
those
in
who
like
don't
second
traps.
season stuff
You
or
got a couple
something.
of 9-year-olds shitting themselves out there. They say that
Hope
you
they
leave
never
dead
get a
bodies
second
around?
season.
Those are the people who tried us.
Would it be nice to have a moment here, maybe just for family?
Well, Maria is family, actually.
Oh shit! Congrats. Joel, say congrats.
Congrats.
House of worship, multi-faith, school, laundry. Oh, bank works as the jail, not that we've needed it.
You draw power from a dam.
Got that working a couple years ago. After that, sewage,
Nice.
plumbing, water heaters, lights.
This place actually fucking works.
And there's sheeps.
Hey Joel, check it. So
Oh,
you
boys.
like in charge?
No one person's in charge. I'm on the
Of
council,
course.
Commune.
democratically
The
elected. serving 300
commune.
people, including children.
Oh,
Everyone
it's
pitches in, we work
democratically
with
elected.
controls, food prep, repairs, hunting.
It's The
harvesting.
Last of Us Part 2.
Everything you see
I
in
don't
our
like
town,
it.
greenhouses, livestock, all shared.
Nope,
Collective
that
ownership.
communes. It is a commune.
So, communism.
Yes.
Nah,
Oh,
nah, it ain't like that.
It is that, literally. This is the commune. We're communists.
okay.
No way.
That's our newest one. Couple months old. You want to pet
Cool.
it? Yeah, we can put them in the empty house.
Oh, there
across
you
the
go.
street
All
from
you
us.
need for communism to succeed is the
place.
death of
Much
99%
untouched
of
and so three, but I got
humanity
people in me.
and
Could be worse.
Collapse of
Shut up.
civilization.
a
Also,
small
Vic-
gated armed commune.
Not to mention, you know, a writer to
Well, I'll
shoehorn
take Ellie
everything to
over there
work.
if you two want to catch up?
But this actually makes sense because this is how the Zapatistas
okay.
run things in Mexico. They live in one of the poorest,
We'll be
most
fine.
dysfunctional, most undeveloped places in the entire world, even including Africa. And the only way they, like, basically, the social organization that communism brought
long
them
time.
actually advanced them. But only because they had literally nothing. And some organization,
seems
even
like
bad
we need
organization, is better than nothing.
You, on the other hand.
Literally, when the world is a zombie apocalypse, communism might be a valid
Still giving
option.
a shit about it. So how's Tess?
Dead.
She's fine. So you know where they might be, these fireflies?
They got a base down at the University of Eastern Colorado. It's a week's ride south.
I continue to be
Severely
impressed by the
fucked
fact
up
that they
from
still
the,
have alcohol after the last, like, 20-odd years.
Considering how much they'd be drinking it,
Easy trip.
big doubt.
Maybe they're making some now.
Seeing as how you can headshot infected from half
It could make moonshine.
Yeah, you could just make
That,
some.
that doesn't look like moonshine.
Go.
You knew the shit that I've been through, Tommy, trying to find you these last few months.
I'm gonna be a father. I feel like I'd be a good dad.
Guess we'll find out.
Is Joel gonna be bitter about it?
I guess we'll find out. That's all you got?
What else am I supposed to say?
Yep. That's what it is.
Had a cool Christmas thing going. Oh, nice.
You really shouldn't be doing that.
Resist the urge to lick the pole. You'll get stuck there, and this will turn into a comedy.
Yep. Remember, kids, do not touch metal in winter with exposed palms or tongues. Bad idea.
He's seeing her.
Nice hair product, by the way. Surprised they're able to maintain that.
Yeah. They're also
But
manufacturing that too.
If ancient Egyptians can make hair product, then why can't people make it in a post-apocalypse?
Because modern day people don't know how to grow fucking carrots, much less make horse products. Yes, there we go. Horse products.
Wait, I'm across the street. Oh, are they gonna start the romance early?
Gringe.
Oh. Gross.
20-year-old period cup. Jesus. There's no way it still works. It'd be like crinkling.
Also, sadly, it's not one of those anti-rape ones.
Oh, with the hooks.
Little teeth inside.
Hello?
Wait, is everyone's door just open in the commune?
Of course, it's real communism, Kibbs, Dev. I don't even know who you are anymore.
Fucking mistake me
Rhea.
for Dev, you son of a bitch.
Wait, look at the house.
It's pristine.
No, I think it's the same
Yeah, this is
house.
most of
as...
this is Last of Us Part 2 stuff.
Well, no, it's the same house as Bill's house. They just changed the furniture.
I don't think so.
No.
I think
Dev.
so.
Dev, you're fucking high, Dev.
No, this is where the dining room was.
No, it wasn't.
They wouldn't do
Dev.
that.
Dev, you're high. Dev, sit.
I think it is.
Like, they have all this budget for
Oh, good.
all these locations.
Just traded for this.
And
Go ahead,
you
try it
think
on.
they would have to reuse the house.
I was an assistant district attorney out of Omaha, Nebraska. I put bad guys in jail.
Oh, cool, I
Oh,
guess.
Cabal Harris.
I always liked doing murder. Maybe it was a mom thing. You were looking at the little memorial Tommy made?
Yeah. I'm sorry about your kids.
It's okay. And kid, just Kevin. Sarah was Joel's daughter.
Where are we going?
The movies.
In the commune, of course.
Garfield, I'm moving into the other room.
So that conversation is...
Yeah, I'm a friend of...
It was different, but it was close enough to what they did in the game.
Guys said I might find you here.
Moping about.
Figured I'd save you the trouble.
This is the most fucking abundant post-apocalypse I
what I
think
said.
I've ever seen.
Yep.
I don't even believe it.
No, it's communism. You know, it's
I
golden.
know you're happy for me. You just
Yeah, okay.
it's
I
complicated.
think within the lore, it's explained
I'm sorry.
as some places had more warning than others.
Yeah.
She's immune.
What?
Ellie. She got infected, but she didn't get sick. Tommy. I saw her get bit myself. That was months ago. Months. She's immune. Tess got bit. She made
Tongued,
us want to
actually.
take the kid.
Yeah.
It was her dying wish. What the hell was I supposed to do? we made it as far as KC, and then, you know, she saved my life there from another kid. 5 years ago, I would have destroyed him, but she had to shoot him to save me, 14 years old, because I was too slow and too fucking deaf to hear him coming. I was so afraid. You think I can still handle things, but I'm not who I was. I'm weak. Lately, there are these moments where the fear comes up out of nowhere, and my heart feels like it stopped.
Yeah, this is all new. He didn't have this, and
I have dreams.
Like panic attacks. He didn't have these in the original game.
You know, he just slaughtered people wholesale.
Yep.
Sudden onset pussyitis.
Unfortunate, but yes.
A common affliction in this day and age among straight men.
I've lost something. I'm failing in my sleep. It's all I do. It's all I've ever done.
I remember Joel being like a defeatist.
He had his moments for sure.
I'm just gonna get her killed. I know it. It's the last thing I'll ever ask of you. I swear.
Just a few minutes ago, the show told us that you can't trust anybody, because the only people who can betray are the people you trust. I wonder what's going to happen next.
Ellie.
No locks. Nowhere. They've been outlawed. Oh man, look at that old school Mac.
Is this really all they had to worry about?
Ooh.
Boys,
in communism,
movies,
you must trust your
deciding
neighbor.
Which shirt goes with which skirt. It's bizarre.
Listen,
Why are you here?
I came here to talk to you.
No, why are you still here? If you're gonna ditch me, ditch me.
What exactly did you hear?
I have to leave her, you have to take her. You know, I stood up for you today because I thought...
I made this decision for your own good. You'll be way better off with Tommy. He knows the area better than I do.
Do you give a shit about me or not?
Of course I do.
Then what are you so afraid of? I'm not her, you know. Maria told me about Sarah and...
No. Don't say another word.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everybody I have cared for has either died or left me. Everybody fucking except for you! So don't tell me that I'd be safe with somebody else, because the truth is, I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad. Now come dawn, we're going our separate ways.
Yawn.
Melodrama. Whoa.
Well,
and the most fucking formulaic one as well. I don't like you. I don't like you either.
Well,
say
here,
that later.
Here's the thing.
What they're saying.
They changed something drastic in that scene. That was line for line the same scene in the show, which I can appreciate. But in the game. But in the game, that was the first moment of weakness that Joel ever showed. Was in that conversation with Ellie, and it was supposed to be an important moment.
But he's already shown weakness.
He's shown a lot of it.
Entirety of this episode.
Yes, this whole episode has been him showing weakness, and it kind of, it dulled the impact of that scene quite a bit.
Plays devil's advocate, I think them showing him weakness prior to that was so that line wouldn't come across as jarring to the viewer or out of nowhere.
You think?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the reason why they did that.
I remember in the game, like it comes across as, you know, Joel's first moment of, oh, he actually does care about this girl, and it's not just all about Tess. And then he immediately like squashes that down, and you can see what's going on with Joel when he does it.
Come in.
But in this, that whole scene with Tommy, I think, ruined that sentiment.
Maybe.
I do appreciate that they did it line for line and like shot for shot again, but I guess you can't get everything right, eh?
I came here to steal one of these horses and go.
I would have gave you one.
I know. Anyway, that was 30 minutes ago, and I guess you deserve a choice. I still think you'd be better off with Tommy.
Let's go.
Okay.
Well, at least they skipped the pointless drama in the middle before they decided to get back together again, I guess.
Can I borrow that?
Yeah.
Because Maria took mine, you know.
I already said yes, Joe.
Couldn't you just give him his gun back?
Do you have some ammo?
Well, I guess 5 rounds is it. Four, 3, 2.
You're flinching.
The target's too small.
I made it bigger than I should have. Eject the cartridge.
I would assume they have more ammo than that.
And I'm not flinching. Rifle just sucks.
Okay, give it.
Doesn't aim right.
So, I know that they filmed a chunk of this show on the Canadian
breath in,
prairies
slow
in
breath
the
out.
spring.
You squeeze the
So I
trigger like you
think
love it.
this is actually
Gentle,
happening during
steady,
Canadian spring.
nice and slow.
You gonna shoot this thing or get it pregnant? It isn't gonna work. It doesn't aim right. You dick.
Now he would have missed too, because he shook the fuck out of that thing like he's scared of the recoil.
There's enough snow like in the far background of these shots that I think this is like March or April in Canada.
The way they ran stuff in Jackson, was that how things used to be?
No, the country's too big for that. Back then, there were basically 2 main ways of looking at things. Some people wanted to own everything, and some people didn't want anyone to own anything at all.
Which one were you?
Neither, I just did my job.
Which was building?
Oh, centrist.
That's right. Houses, stores, that kind of thing.
You had the
We were called
communists and the
contractors.
anarcho-capitalists, and that's all you had in America. Apparently.
Contractor.
According to him, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He just wanted to grill.
We were cool. Everybody loved contractors.
Nice.
Dude, people fucking hate contractors. Fuck.
Well, I mean, get a good one.
You hire a contractor, 50-50 shot whether or not the job's going to be done right or on time.
Yeah.
The other team.
Good contractor is much like good consultant.
But if you make it to 10 yards...
Or working
then
communism.
you get first down.
Fuck.
Yep.
So, basically just...
Yeah, this shot
leaving
has to be
in
like
one
Alberta or
direction.
something.
Basically. But violent.
Oh, well, there's that.
God, it's so flat, it makes my soul hurt.
Made it in 5 days.
Easy days.
True, but if you're driving down the Trans-Canada, you can go like 200 miles an hour and not hit anything.
What, you mean to tell me the entire Canada is trans?
Oh god. God damn it.
Reminds me of Denmark, the worst place on earth.
Denmark?
It too is ungodly flat.
Oh, wow.
Horns. What does that mean?
Team mascot.
So, I have to assume that, like,
Oh, see?
they modeled the university in the game after a real university, because that's the university.
Probably in the middle.
Could be CGI.
Yeah, that's true, too.
CGI backdrop.
Looks a bit CGI.
Because I know that the university they used was, I think it was some historical university in...
So these places...
Looks exactly like the
would
game,
live
too.
here
That's
and,
pretty
like,
incredible.
What, go to classes and stuff?
Yup.
Even though they were adults.
Sort of adults. I think it was just as much about partying and finding themselves as anything else. Figuring out what they wanted to do with their
To be
lives.
fair, that's what I did my first time at university. I wasted like $50,000 in fucking
So
bullshit.
I've been thinking. I don't want a sheep ranch, actually. I mean, if the deal is I can do anything.
That's the deal.
Well, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a singer.
Shut up.
The only thing I got
Why
out
is
of
that
it
funny?
was a bunch of wasted money,
No.
a World of Warcraft habit,
You're
and
already
I
laughing.
became a
Okay,
fucking
Joe.
communist for a few
Are
years.
you singing for me later?
An actual communist this time, Arch,
I'm
not
gonna
the
save
fake
the
one you
fucking
always
world,
call
that's
me.
the least you can do for me.
And then you never stopped.
Fair enough.
Are those monkeys?
Must be from the old labs.
Look at them go.
First time seeing a monkey.
First time seeing
Return to monkey.
Ah, yes. Canada. It's a remarkably friendly place for monkeys.
Yeah, time to the tree, man. Or at least the bike rack. I do recall reading about one kid who went to university on a horse every day, and he actually did tie his horse to the bike rack. So this campus actually isn't the post-apocalypse. It's just after Milo Yiannopoulos gave a speech.
Bit tickly
God.
inside, don't you think?
Makes me feel old just to hear that reference.
Listen, if there's infected up there, the best thing to do is to shout and stand in the light. So at least you have an advantage if they come down.
Yeah, but there's not enough time left in the episode to get into any action, so they're gonna have to just find some random dude who stayed behind. So they can kill him in the next episode.
Oh wow, you're right. This episode like flew by.
Yep, it's almost over.
Monkey.
Well, that's sort of a person.
That was the fake out.
Well, at least it ain't clickers.
Oh no, it's a band of Negans. Yeah, put that away. You're probably not gonna need it. Oh. Listen, he's old and weak. That's why he just snapped that grown man's neck like it was a piece of fucking crinkle bar.
Look, he does that like 50 times in a game, okay?
Oh no.
Okay, when did that happen?
Don't pull it out. You idiot.
That was foolish.
Like, you can still ride back to the town.
Get on the horse. Get on the horse.
You know, Ellie, this would be a perfect opportunity to just shoot him. Or just, you know, do that.
Joe?
No, he's leaking.
Joe? Joe, no, no, no! Shit! Joe? Joe?
Remember, children,
Joel, open
if
your eyes.
something is keeping
Open
your
your
blood
eyes.
inside of you,
Joel, you gotta get
don't
up.
remove it. What the fuck was over that horse's leg?
Yes.
What the fuck is up with that horse's leg?
Just kind of bent, eh?
No, the other leg. The other leg is dead straight.
Yeah.
Well, it's not necessarily his leg, that's its tail. Partially, which is giving it a little bit of an optical illusion.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder, like, why?
Yep, I saw that too, and I was like, is this a bugged out video game or something?
So, there we go.
Well, there you go. Joel's
Yeah.
gonna die.
Good. I mean, he
Or
will.
be saved by some random passerby.
Doesn't matter. He's gonna get golf clubbed anyways. Nothing matters.
Nihilist Kibbs.
It's all ogre.
So, everything about this episode was game accurate, except one, they made the town look more like its Last of Us 2 incarnation than Last of Us 1. 2, they added the woman who's presumably going to become Ellie's girlfriend later, looked just like her. And 3, that extra scene with Joel and Tommy having that heart-to-heart where he talks about having panic attacks. And I think that was probably the scene that, ruined the episode for me, I would say. because it ruined the impact of the Joel Ellie conversation.
I think that's an accurate assessment.
Yep.
It changes the chemistry between Joel and Ellie a lot this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And it changes the focus too, which I think is I think long term, I think that's detriment.
I know, Lilith, you were devil's advocating the other side. Is that how you actually feel, or like what do you think?
I don't know if it necessarily destroys the dynamic personally. I think for the viewers, it probably like builds it up a bit so it doesn't come across as jarring that Joel feels like has those PTSD moments, I guess.
Thing is, I think jarring was the point of that. The character who has been a cliff, a rock up until this point, suddenly shows a point of humanity and weakness. If he's suddenly bowling over and having bitch fits in the middle of nowhere, it kind of undermines the character.
Well, it's not out of nowhere. In like the context of the story, it's just a few moments before the scene with.
There are a few moments of being a bitch before he actually has emotions. See, again, that's the thing. Like, his character is supposed to be that of the Rock, the tough guy, and having that break down for even a moment is a big deal. But if it breaks down like 5 times in the same episode, it's no longer a big deal.
Well, it's also that at this point in the game, the facade of this just being a job has been consistently maintained the whole time. And this is the moment where it breaks just for a second. Here, Arch, you haven't seen the scene. I'm going to share it with you. It's a 2-minute scene. It's not a big deal. Just so you know what's going on, okay?
Is this really all they had to worry about? Boys? Movies? Deciding which shirt goes with which skirt? It's bizarre.
Get up. We're leaving. Come on.
And if I say no?
Do you even realize what your life means? Huh? Running off like that, putting yourself at risk? It's pretty goddamn stupid.
Well, I guess we're both disappointed with each other then.
What do you want from me?
Admit that you wanted to get rid of me the whole time.
Tommy knows this area
Oh,
better
fuck
than...
that.
Well, I'm sorry. I trust him better than I trust myself.
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of? That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
I'm not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And...
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad. And we are going our separate ways.
Get it together. We're not alone. Oh yeah, also a fight scene happens right after because it's a video game, right? But the point of the scene is it rather than relying on Joel's insecurity about his own abilities and his aging and his panic attacks and all of this, he maintains the facade that it is just about the job and about who is going to do the job better right up until Ellie mentions his daughter. And then that's the one moment where we realize that it's actually not about that at all. And I think that this moment is undermined when you have that big talk between the two brothers, like in the previous scene.
I can see your perspective. The impact seems to be a little bit like softened because of that scene.
And considering that this is I think probably the fans' favorite scene of the entire game, is this moment. I think it's kind of a big deal, at least if you're like a diehard Last of Us fan, to see it ruined a bit. Just because they wanted to, I don't know, do a very special episode about mental health with Joel. I don't fucking know.
You feel like you're getting old? Joel feels like he's getting old. It's very obvious in the television show they are currently doing their best to make sure that Joel is not, well, tough. They're undermining his tough guy character. Because up until this point, he's been a tough guy. And he's been competent, and he's done well for himself, and he's kept Ellie safe. Now he has panic attacks. He needs to lean over and touch grass occasionally. He's worried about his age, and he can't do anything, and then he gets stabbed in the gut by a baseball bat, somehow.
All right.
I rewatched that fight scene. He did not have an opportunity to stab him there. That was just bullshit.
I knew it. I knew it. That's what I think. I was like, I just don't see it.
Yeah, no, he did not have an opportunity to get a stab in on him there.
That was one of those shock value, like he got stabbed scenes.
Well, shit.
Like, the fight was way too goddamn short. Like, there was only one moment in which he could potentially have done it, but his grip was all wrong. Like, he was holding onto the jagged end. There's no way he stabbed it in that deep.
How did it happen in the game? Oh, you know what it is? No, he didn't get stabbed. He fell off of a railing in the university and got impaled on something. And there's like there's an extended scene where you're like fighting with blurry vision and you're like stuck to the ground while Ellie has to pry you up and you're shooting guys that are running at you. Yeah, that's right. That's what this was, and that's why he had to pull it out, because he was stuck to the ground. He just had to get up. But I mean, all the other moments were pretty much identical. All the other beats were pretty much the same. Like things seemed okay in the show, and you know what? They still tugged at all the right heartstrings. I'm sure Twitter is blowing up about it. They probably love it over there. But if you're a purist, I don't think you'll like this episode. That's my final take on it. If any of you guys want to add a little bit more.
That's pretty fair.
I kind of on the same page as you, honestly, when it comes to the episode.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Lilith's like, I gotta go eat some fucking meatloaf. I'm done.
Food time.